right, the Seahawks are 4-3. It's not impossible for us to beat them. Nope. 28-3. I don't even really want to look. I'd probably look at some edge rushers. See, again, 24 years old is the #1 left end. Actually, running back is something we should look at too, especially if we're not going to re-sign Hyde. And this is another position where, like 23, 24, running back especially is a position where players come out early. Like these guys should be mostly 20 to 22. There should be no one that's 23 or 24, maybe a couple guys. Looks like a pretty decent class. All right, we got Redskins and then Rams. If we can go get these next 2 wins, then we will be in business. Damn. And we lose Taylor Gabriel. Solomon Thomas has been cleared. It's a pretty big drop off. I'm just gonna keep going with the Taylor. So this week was 42-28. Our backup got in. Perfect quarterback rating. Kirk Cousins is just dicing us up. We really need corners. Bad. Ooh, Farrell Cooper and Kevin White. Because, yeah, Gabriel went down, so all the young guys playing. We'll see if Kevin White plays well now that Gabriel's out. 3-7. We're going to have some really high draft picks, assuming the Jets are still. We lost 23-7. We got to get this offense going. Jets. So right now we have the 1st and 3rd pick. So that could really be nice. But I would much rather start winning some games. It's actually 23-17. I read that wrong. Geez, Aaron Lynch is going to have a 10-sack season. We might have to pay him. So with like 5 weeks to go, let's check out the awards. For MVP, Jameis, Wilson, Freeman, Rodgers. Definitely not in the Coach of the Year contention. Let's see if we got anything going. Okay, Sam Darnold for Rookie of the Year. That'd be nice. Rainey McGee up there as well. None of, or I guess they're all in the AFC. So Saquon Barkley, Bo Scarborough, both Rookie of the Year candidates. Josh Allen must not be starting for the Ravens over Flacco yet. Defensive Rookie. We don't have anyone there. Surprisingly, Carlos Hyde not even a candidate for best running back. I think it's because he like doesn't have any touchdowns at all. Yeah, Aaron Lynch is a best D lineman candidate. So Aaron Lynch already has 10.5 sacks. I think we need to pay him. I don't think you can just let that go, especially when you have cap space. Although it is tempting to see how the draft goes and maybe we just franchise tag him. Because if we've got 2 top 3 picks, we could get one of those really elite edge rushers, assuming there's one in this class. So maybe it does make sense to wait now. So we got this guy, looks like a really good edge rusher in the top few picks. Some really high-end left tackles as well, but not necessarily any freak top 3 edge rusher candidates there. So let's take a look at Lynch's contract here. So he wants $27 million over 4 years. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep waiting on him and Carlos Hyde. So we really needed some of those wins because we got at Cardinals, Giants, at Cowboys. It's not gonna be easy to get any more wins here. Let's see, 3-8. What's even our team overall, I wonder? So we are only a 77. Which explains the record, but now I'm having doubts and regrets about not trading Carlos Hyde at the trade deadline because I'm starting to think we might not re-sign him. All right, we got both our D tackles back. So we better start getting some wins here. We need this defense to play well. Last week we almost got it, 24-21. A couple of tough, close games, so we're close. But, God, Sam Darnold throws 3 picks. At least Hyde's getting some rushing touchdowns. Lynch got another sack. All right, come on now. Another L and another injury. Farrell Cooper, 5 weeks. Just in time for Taylor Gabriel to come back. Yeah, we're going to make him play through. We're really thin without him. But yeah, this is something Madden's got to fix too. Like when you tell a guy to play early from an injury, why does he go to the top of the depth chart? It should just have like it automatically bring up the depth chart and you can just do that. We had George Kittle got screwed out of a bunch of playing time last year because I wasn't paying attention. All right, let's see if we can get one against the Cowboys. They're 5-7. God, 3-10. It's a good thing we got Coach Firing turned off again. Started so good too, 2-0. Sam Darnold is just sucking out there. Got to get him some receivers. What do the Cowboys need Adam Humphries for? They have Cole Beasley and what's his name? The Brian Switzer. It's bizarre. Geez, Aaron Lynch had 2.5 sacks again. He's getting close to like a 20-sack season. Take a look at contract negotiations. We're definitely going to want Dante Johnson. He's like the only good corner we have. Trent Taylor, I'm all right letting him go. Joe Williams, frankly, I'm not in love. Kella Witherspoon's developed pretty decently, so we should get him. Both our corners are resisting. So now that we're totally out of it, I might start some young guys here just to see how they work out. Let's start this chick guy here at running back. We're gonna start, that's right, Farrell Cooper got hurt, so we'll just leave him. And then on defense, Eli Harold has done absolutely nothing. He doesn't have a sack or anything. So let's start that Greg Fry guy, Glenn Fry. And then we're gonna start Tyler Luke. Let's just make him the number 1. Let's just try and get him a pick or something. All right, so Panthers at 3-9-1. So the question now becomes, do we want to lose and just get better draft position? Maybe starting those rookies will help that. Hey, there's a W. All right, Sam Darnold had a real nice game. Jeez, the running back we played was awful. Eric Reed goes down. I was actually looking for an excuse to play that Cash guy at safety. Pretty disappointing years by both those safeties for us. All right, we're 4-10. Let's see if we still have the number 1 overall pick. Ooh, it's getting close. So right now we got 1-4, but we need the Jets to lose out. We might win. I mean, we got a home game against the Texans. 5-10. See, I'm actually okay with this. I would much rather win towards the end of the year and prove that we can win than just be stuck where we were before. Especially because I'm not really in love with any of the top picks. So we might even be trading down. 38-10. We killed the Texans. So Darnold the last 2 weeks is like 7 touchdowns to no interceptions. Sateki Chick had a decent game. 2 picks from Bowman. Hey, we got a pick from our developmental rookie there. We just might make something out of him. He's been one of our focus players all year. So with Darnold making a nice push here for Rookie of the Year, let's spend some XP on him for our last game of the year and hope he can finish strong and really get some momentum going into next year. Let's just focus on, let's get that awareness way up. All right, 87 overall by the end of the first year, and that's without the award money. By money, I mean XP. And we got Luke here. Let's see if we can get his development to quick. Almost. After this, actually, have I done my training yet? Yep, so after this week, we'll be able to get him to quick. So one other thing I also do in my franchises, is that how you say? Franchise, plural? Anyway, I edit halfbacks and quarterbacks as well because there's usually way too many good quarterbacks and it just kind of makes it feel like quarterback's not important after a few years because these fake rookies, there's just way too many like 80s when there really shouldn't be that many good quarterbacks. And then running backs as well, I usually will make the top guys, if they're like 22, 23, I'll make them like 20 years old because that's what the top running backs are these days. And I'll actually edit them too. Just kind of bugs me how many running backs will have good speed and acceleration but terrible agility. Just want to make it consistent with my roster. So I did do that after last season. I'll do it again after every year here. All right, so week 17, let's try and get this W. I just want to check. Oh no, the Jets won. Still a really good call though. We traded our first pick in the second round for that Jets first rounder. Just another terrible Brooklyn. Actually, don't know if the Jets are Brooklyn, but just makes me think of that Brooklyn Nets trade where they traded all those first round picks to the Celtics. All right, let's see what happened. We got the win. So we finished 6-10. That's, considering how bad it was going and how many games we lost in a row, that's actually not that bad. So let's see, where's our game? 20-6. And notice how we were winning too once Solomon Thomas was back. And Chick just might be our running back going into next year. He had a couple good games towards the end there. A lot of Pierre Garçon. Boy, Solomon Thomas really played well once he came back. He might have finished with 5 or 6 sacks despite only playing a few games. All right, Darnold's got 20 grand XP. McGee's got a decent amount. The O-line all have a good chunk because they're the focus. The receivers don't really have much, so hopefully we can draft some good receivers. It's a good class. Defensively, yeah, Aaron Lynch he's got a bunch. So we'll see what we do with him. I might franchise tag Lynch, which in like a breakout year, in a contract year, that's actually pretty reasonable. Cash got a bunch of XP. I'm going to do all these guys when I'm not recording. So Darnold threw a lot of picks. He's going to have to be better next year. Didn't get any 1,000-yard receivers, but a bunch of guys got involved. So defense, yeah, boy, Aaron Lynch, 16 sacks. Solomon Thomas had 7 sacks, and he only played, I think, 7 games. So that's really good for Solomon Thomas. We need more playmakers in the secondary. And what? Gostkowski was terrible. Holy hell. Robbie Gould was like the kicker of the year for us last year. MVP goes to Wilson. Saquon Park. Boy, isn't that just the most Patriots thing ever? Saquon Barkley, Offensive Player of the Year. So Sam Darnold got Offensive Rookie. So really a quiet award season, but we got the Rookie of the Year. Who regressed? Gostkowski. Yeah, not a good year for him. And then the playoffs. Geez, so the Patriots just keep on winning without Tom Brady. A pretty close NFL season there. Oh, nice. Got the number 1 pick. The Bears blew it. All right, let's get this thing moving. Oh, good. Pharaoh Cooper's ready to play again. Definitely going to need him with our 6-10 season and playoff time. All right, what's the Super Bowl? Titans and Eagles. Wow, those are like the 2 forward trajectory teams that like are looking to go to the Super Bowl in 2 or 3 years down the road. That's actually really funny. There's not like a single bust in this first round. So we'll probably end up with like the 8th and 1st, which is really good. And we got that like legitimately. That's not exploiting the game. Like, we traded the first pick in the 2nd round for the future first round pick of a team that was in the AFC Championship. So that's like a really good straight up trade if we're talking about being realistic. And look at this, like all these guys. So we should be able to have a good draft here. We'll see when the combine grades come out. All right, negotiations. We're going to let Carlos Hyde go, I think. But we are going to franchise Aaron Lynch. But I forgot how you do that. Isn't that part of this screen? Well, that's stupid. Where's the franchise tag? I know it's in this game, but it's not giving me the option. Thanks, Madden. I might just offer him a 1-year deal for like a ton of money and just see if he takes. Oh, there it is. So I think it's because I had a standing offer. So I withdrew the offer and it said not interested, but when you backed out. All right, so cool. It's a lot of money, but I don't know if I want him to be the guy long term or not. Don't want him to hit free agency. Nice. Okay, letting all these guys go. I do want Witherspoon back. I'll give him some bonus. That's fine. Say yes. Come on. So this guy was actually an undrafted free agent. If we're going to let Trent Taylor go, we should probably bring him back. But there's so many good receivers in this class that I'm fine letting him go. Oh, whoops. I kept 2 punters this year, didn't I? That was probably a mistake. Yeah, I want all these guys back. I don't mind giving them longer deals. This Taylor guy had a good year. I might give him like a 4-year contract. We still got plenty of cap space too. So we're getting all these developmental guys in here for the next few years. We'll keep loading up on XP. I'm going to let Jerome go. All right. Hopefully there's some good free agents too. There was like no one in last year's class.